Wavelengths by Jerry Hughes, Episode 12. It's a happy new year, and Helen Kennedy is all smiles on her first day back at work. But will it last? Hello, Helen. Welcome back. Happy New Year.
And to you, Wayne. Good morning. Have a good Christmas.
Oh, fairly quiet. Lisa was tired, so we didn't do a lot.
Must have been all the events at our Christmas party that tired her out.
Quite possibly. Helen, your first day back after the festivities, and a new Saturday breakfast show to look forward to. Exciting times. Happy New Year.
And a Happy New Year to you, Mark. Did you have a good Christmas?
Yes, thanks. I went away to a seasonal railway convention, which made quite a change from the usual. Being on my own would have been no fun.
Absolute sacrilege, I'd say. You need to find yourself that special person.
Oh, perhaps. One day. I believe the Christmas do at your place was rather spectacular, Helen.
Oh, absolutely. What a shame you couldn't have come, Wayne. Instead, you had to go on air. All I can say is the evening was nothing short of a revelation.
So I believe.
Perhaps next year you'll be able to come along. If you're still here, that is.
Oh, I did see the photos on Facebook, by the way. Mark showed me earlier.
Oh, yes, the photographs. Of course, they're not all on Facebook. There are others.
Yeah. Do you know, I'd absolutely love to see the ones you took of Lisa and Mark here, having a snog in your vegetable garden.
What?
Well, I'm dying to know if Mark's a better kisser than me.
You know about that? You've been told?
Oh, Lisa came clean to Wayne about it.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Ever since we got married, we agreed to be absolutely open with each other about things. And when the drink's in, well, I've done things like it myself. Party atmospheres and all that.
Oh.
So, have you got those photos handy, Helen? We'd all love to see how they came out.
I'll be quite honest with you, Kevin. I never thought you'd take me up on my suggestion that we have lunch together.
Oh, pretty well as good as my word, Anton. Always nice to keep in touch with colleagues, past and present.
Absolutely. So how's it all going then? Been on air much?
Oh, I'm surprised you haven't been listening. Thought you'd be curious to know how good or bad I might be.
Not a great radio listener myself. Don't watch much telly either if it comes to that.
So, what actually do you do with yourself then when you're not editing the paper?
I spend most evenings in church.
Pull the other one. Not St. Bethan's, surely.
No, the St. Woodlands Arms, where I frequently take liquid communion.
Ah, very good.
You're eating very slowly. Food not to your liking.
It's absolutely splendid, thanks very much. Just got a few things on my mind at the moment.
All good, I hope.
That rather depends on you, Anton.
Oh, in what way?
Well, as I say, I like to keep in touch with colleagues old and new, and that also includes the likes of Natalie Bennett-Wright.
Don't know what that's got to do with me.
Are you going to tell me the truth about what's really happened to her?
I told you. She got the offer of a lifetime as deputy editor of a paper in Newcastle upon Tyne.
How come nobody in Newcastle has ever even heard of her? I've been emailing and phoning around. I've literally contacted all the papers in that city.
Oh, I see. I thought your enthusiasm for lunching with yours truly was a bit out of keeping for you.
Oh, go so soon, Anton. Was it something I said?
I don't like being made to look a fool.
Just tell me the truth, Anton. Tell me what's really happened to Natalie and we'll say no more about it.
Listen, Sunshine. If that girl tells me she's got a new job on a Newcastle paper and needs to leave quickly, who am I to query it?
You're not making any sense.
What I'm saying is, she could tell me it's in Newcastle when in truth it's in Kathmandu.
And you wouldn't query that? What about references? Didn't the paper in question contact you?
It was all done through HR, nothing to do with me.
You must think I was born yesterday, Anton. As editor, of course they would come to you for references. HR would do it through you as well, so don't give me that.
Oh, is that the time? I've got a pressing engagement. I'll leave you to foot the bill.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're earning a lot more at that radio station than we ever paid you, so you can afford it.
Stan, what are the police doing over there? Is somebody drowned in the lake?
Hello, Dave. They found a load of boxes dumped in both the lake and in the surrounding bushes.
Boxes? What, like the ones that got pinched from Miss Moxon's over Christmas?
Yep. I saw what they was doing out the church hall windows and decided to come out and ask what it was all about. I recognised them boxes straight away.
Have you asked what was in them?
Catering supplies.
Eh?
Just like it says on the boxes.
Oh.
The thieves must have a passion for restaurant stuff, or there's something more to them boxes what meets the eye.
Catering supplies?
You're joking? No. Sounds like our old friend's either losing the plot or has been involved in something rather out of the ordinary and was choosing to remain very secretive about it.
Well, that's what I don't understand. Why is Miss Moxon being so secretive about it?
The mystery deepens.
Hello, Jill. Good mid-morning show.
Hi, Helen. It's not bad. Just thought I'd come and get my packed lunch out of the fridge.
Are you sitting and eating it here in the kitchen?
No, I've got too much to catch up on, so lunch will be at my desk again.
Not a good thing for the digestion, you know. You should have a proper breakfast.
Yeah, I know. Oh, by the way, I saw the photos on Facebook. Looked like a great do at yours.
I'm sorry that you and Ben couldn't have been there.
Oh, well, perhaps next year.
Yes, perhaps.
Everything okay with you? It's just that you seem a bit reserved.
Oh, nothing really. Just the realisation that although I'm back at work, I won't actually be going on air this afternoon.
Yeah, it will seem odd. But I reckon once you've got settled in on Saturday breakfast, you'll start to enjoy it.
You've got more faith than I have.
You'll be fine. I'd best get on. See you later.
Sure.
Hi, Jill. Later. Ah, just the person. A little bird told me you were hiding here in the station kitchen.
Hardly hiding. I am entitled to sit and enjoy my lunch in the proper manner, you know.
Oh, yes, of course. Just wanted to ask if you could spare me a few moments of your time at, say, 4 o'clock-ish?
To discuss my new Saturday show, perhaps?
Yes, but also I have another proposition to put to you. 4 o'clock then, in my office.
I'll be there. What dastardly scheme she got up her sleeve now, one wonders.
There's nothing to fear. That's all that was taken. I can assure you that there are plenty more completed, so whenever you wish to collect, that's fine.
Miss Moxon, can I come in?
Oh, I've got a visitor, so I'd better go. Let me know when you or your colleagues would like to collect. Goodbye.
Oh, sorry to interrupt.
Yes, well, a knock at the door first might be more acceptable, David Lasky.
Yeah, sorry.
After all, I could have been standing in my own front hall stark naked.
God forbid.
Anyhow, now that you're here, what do you want? To resume the decorating?
No, I've brought some news about your stolen boxes.
My boxes?
Yeah, they're now in the hands of the police.
Oh.
The council alerted them when somebody walking past the lake in St Bethan's Park noticed the boxes both in the water and in the bushes. They'd been dumped.
Those wretched burglars!
Exactly. Obviously, the contents of those boxes weren't what they thought, and that's why they dumped it all.
And with regard to the contents, did you find out what was in them?
Yeah. Huge supplies of tins,
Oh.
packets, bulk items for a large kitchen, such as that of a hotel or a restaurant.
Well, they're very short on storage space at the Fish and Fowl, you see. They pay me regularly for doing it, so it all helps.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Just as long as the people you're doing it for are legit.
Oh, they always pay up.
Well, that's the main thing, I guess.
I dread to think what Stanley would say if he knew.
I'm afraid he already does. He's the one that saw it all happening over at the lake and called me across.
Oh, no. The shame of it all.
Miss Moxon, hardly something to be ashamed of. Stan will perfectly understand.
A course? What sort of a course?
Podcasting.
Podcasting? Why on earth would you want me to go on a course for podcasting? Well, now that you won't be committed to a daily show, you'll have more time on your hands. So I thought it might be an extra bit of expertise that you may want to gain. Why podcasting? Because Tom Madison, the MD, wants more of the station to be available to the public. It's already online, as you know. But podcasting is another way of making sure the audience is there at any time. But I don't understand why you think that me, of all people, would be the right one to do it. We had thought of Ben Devlin, who was the station's commercial producer, would be the obvious one to do the podcasting for us, but he's extremely busy with the work he already has. Well, I'm sure. He's very hard-working. And in line with business ethics currently, we'd like a suitable woman to have the opportunity to do the job. I may be a woman, Lisa, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I would be the correct person to handle it. I have every faith that you will be the right person. And not only that, we don't want you coming into the station and kicking your heels for half the time, do we? I suppose not. When and where? I'm sorry? The course. Oh, it's an overnight in London, next Tuesday and Wednesday. The course is being held at the group's head office. Next week? Oh, great. That's settled then. The train tickets and hotel have already been booked. Nothing like jumping the gun, it seems. Oh, by the way, I meant to say how much we enjoyed your Christmas party last week. Great photos on Facebook. We're anxiously awaiting the inclusion of those you took of Mark and I in the vegetable garden. Yes, well, that isn't very likely, I'm afraid. Oh, and why's that? They, didn't actually come out. My smartphone camera, it seems, isn't good enough when it comes to taking nighttime outdoor pictures. Oh dear, what a shame.
I had a feeling I'd be getting a visit from you sooner or later.
As soon as word of the burglary reached me, I thought I'd best come around for reassurance, Miss Moxon.
It's all kept in here. And I didn't even attempt to enter this room. But if you insist on taking a look for yourself, then so be it.
Well, I'm sure you're right. But I just feel I need to check.
That box there is open so you can take a look inside.
Well, thank the Lord for that. Well, all the others are safely sealed.
As you can see, it was obvious what those thieves were really after.
Had it been this lot, then it would have been a very different story.
You've no need to remind me of that, Councillor Newbury. I shudder every time I think of the damage it could have done to the reputations of us all.
Wavelengths is written and performed by Jerry Hughes. The music is by Gary Dawes.